Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh dan salam hormat. Melati kuntum tumbuh melata, sayang merbah di pohon cemara. Assalamualaikum mulanya kata, saya sembah pembuka bicara. Yang berhormat Datuk Dr. Insinyur Haji Muhammad Abdul Karim bin Abdullah, Pengarah Urusan Kumpulan Serba Dinamik dan Ketua Pegawai Operasi Kumpulan Serba Dinamik, Barisan Naib Presiden Kanan, Pengurus Kanan, Pengurus Cawangan dan sidang yang dimuliakan. Program mengalu-alukan kehadiran Datuk dan juga pengurusan tertinggi Kumpulan Serba Dinamik. Bersyukur kita kehadirat ilahi dengan limpah rahmat dan kurnianya dapat kita bersama-sama pada hari ini bagi meraihkan 20 million safe man hours without LTI tahun 2020 yang telah dikecapi oleh Serba Dinamik. Congratulations and good job. Such a great achievement for 17 years. Anugerah dikecap si anak watan, mengangkat senjata bidalan suara, menadah tangan memohon keberkatan, mendapat restu yang sejahtera. Untuk memberkati program pada hari ini, saya dengan sukacitanya menjemput Encik Saiful Bahari bin Husin bagi memimpin bacaan doa untuk memanjatkan kesyukuran di atas kejayaan yang telah kita capai pada hari ini. Seterusnya, mendoakan seluruh karyawan Kumpulan Serba Dinamik. Dipersilakan.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirrabbilalamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin Sayyidina Maulana Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajmain. Ya Allah, ya Tuhan kami yang maha pemurah lagi maha penyayang, kami sekalian hamba-Mu yang berhimpun di majlis yang mulia pagi ini dengan penuh khusyuk dan tawaduk, menadah tangan menzahirkan kesyukuran kami di atas limpah kurnia dan ihsan-Mu, sempena pencapaian 20 juta jam bekerja tanpa kemalangan. Kami memohon rahmat dan hidayat-Mu, semoga diberikan cahaya petunjuk kepada hati kami. Engkau perkukuhkan perpaduan di antara kami. Engkau berkatilah usia yang diperuntukkan kepada kami dalam menjana pembangunan ummah. Ya Allah, ya Tuhan kami yang memiliki segala kekuasaan dan kemuliaan, kurniakanlah taufik dan hidayah-Mu sebagai panduan. Restuilah usaha kami ini dalam memartabatkan syiar Islam. Bimbinglah kami dengan sinar petunjuk-Mu yang berterusan. Pimpinlah kami sekalian ke jalan yang benar dan lurus. Hindarkanlah kami sekalian dari segala malapetaka dan sifat-sifat keji, hasad, dengki, sombong, boros, iri hati dan perselisihan yang boleh membawa perpecahan dan kebinasaan. Ya Allah, Engkau yang lebih mengetahui tentang hati dan perasaan kami. Kami yakin bahawa hanya kudrat dan iradat-Mu saja yang dapat menyelamatkan kami dari segala bentuk keburukan maupun bala bencana. Hanya kekuasaan-Mu jua telah menyelamatkan kami dari segala maksiat maupun wabak yang sedang melanda. Wa sallallahu ala sayyidina maulana Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.
Amin, amin ya rabbal alamin. Terima kasih Encik Saiful Bahari bin Husin dengan doanya. Selamat datang ke program 20 Million Safe Man Hours Without LTI tahun 2020 yang dijalankan secara norma baharu pada tahun ini. Sebelum kita meneruskan program pada hari ini, saya ingin mengucapkan jutaan terima kasih kepada seluruh keluarga kerja Kumpulan Serba Dinamik demi menjayakan program ini. Saya Farah Alina Auze, pengemudi program pada hari ini. Sehubungan itu, saya ingin mengambil kesempatan untuk mengucapkan tahniah kepada seluruh keluarga kerja Kumpulan Serba Dinamik atas kerja keras dalam mencapai 20 million safe man hours without LTI pada tahun ini. Untuk pengetahuan semua, program yang dilaksanakan pada hari ini adalah bagi meraihkan kejayaan Kumpulan Serba Dinamik yang telah mencapai 20 million safe man hours without zero lost time injury yang telah dilaporkan sejak tahun 1993 hingga kini. Pencapaian ini tidak dapat dicapai sekiranya tiada kerjasama semua cawangan yang telah memperbudayakan budaya keselamatan di tempat kerja. Komitmen dan kerja keras semua pihak amatlah diperlukan bagi mengekalkan budaya kerja yang selamat di syarikat ini. Teruskan momentum untuk masa hadapan. Cayok! Kita teruskan program kita pada hari ini dengan nyanyian lagu Negaraku. Semua diminta berdiri bagi menghormati lagu kebangsaan Malaysia. Alhamdulillah, sungguh bersemangat dengan yang kita pada hari ini. Dengan cuaca yang baik, hari yang baik, kita teruskan dengan ucapan daripada safety video dan gabungan video pendek daripada semua cawangan kumpulan Serba Dinamik yang telah dikolajkan bersempena dengan program kita pada hari ini. Kita saksikan. Kita teruskan program kita pada hari ini dengan ucapan daripada Datuk Dr. Insinyur Teknologis Haji Muhammad Abdul Karim bin Abdullah, Pengarah Urusan dan Ketua Pegawai Eksekutif Kumpulan Serba Dinamik. Kita saksikan.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh, and salam sejahtera to the Board of Directors of Serba Dinamik Holdings Berhad, the management of Serba Dinamik Group, to all the dedicated employees of Serba Dinamik. I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate every one of you for the achievement of the prestigious 20 million safe man hours. I would like to mention here that such an achievement will not be achievable if there is no system that has been put in place. So on this regards, I would like to thank and congratulate the OHSAS department under the leadership of Encik Razman together with his dedicated HSSE team, and of course also to all the other associates who has come in to support fully the implementations of the system related to health, safety, security, and environment. So as what I have mentioned, that the system exists in the group of Serba Dinamik, and this is spelled out under the ISO 45001 version 2018, which previously falls under what it is termed as OHSAS 18001. So I would say that if a system is there, but the manpower does not exist, the system doesn't mean anything. So the manpower, which is, ladies and gentlemen, every one of you who has contributed to these safe man hours has fulfilled the requirements of what the system asks you to do. So again, it is a commitment from your side who has actually made this achievement of the 20 million safe man hours a reality. Congratulations again to every one of you. So as we move forward, ladies and gentlemen, the world is heading and facing a lot of challenges from every aspect, from the political aspect, from the economical aspect, from the health and aspect, especially in 2020, where we look at what is going on. The COVID-19 pandemic is really a disaster to a lot of people, and it also caused a lot of uncertainty to the smooth running of the operations of Serba Dinamik, domestic and also internationally. Of course, people say that in any disaster there are opportunity. That is true from one aspect, but in the aspect of the COVID-19 pandemic, it has also caused a lot of disaster rather than opportunities. From both angles, the disaster and also the opportunities, Serba Dinamik has positioned itself quite nicely in trying to tap onto those two aspects as what has been mentioned. And again, I will say that due to the contributions of every one of you, we have managed to take this challenge to the next level, which is to overcome it in a level that has not caused that much damage to the operational aspect of the company. The evidence of this achievement of the 20 million man hours is an evidence and proof of just a statement that I have mentioned just now. Ladies and gentlemen, sustainability is a word which a lot of top executive, top management, and any institutions that exist at the moment in this particular world is heading towards to. In a lot of policies that maneuver the greatness of an organizations touch on the issue of sustainability. And I would like to raise the importance of the issue of sustainability also from the perspective of Serba Dinamik moving forward as an organization that is able to exist due to a lot of challenges that we are going to face, and we are going to future proof against all these challenges. And one of the elements that can exist in achievement of this sustainability is the commitment from every one of us to continue to implement the system related to safety, and also to put in a commitment as the resource who is going to implement this particular system. So it comes hand in hand so that it can become an element that drive the company towards sustainability. What does this mean, ladies and gentlemen? Sustainability means continuity of job. If in the industry that we are involved in, which every one of us know that safety aspect in the oil and gas sector is the top priority in ensuring that the company can sustain in the business with the customer and also the asset owner. So from this aspect, the milestone of achievement of this 20 million man hours is a very, very important milestone achievement, which will use it as a benchmark for the evidence of what Serba Dinamik is all about. And this achievement will also be a strong evidence to help Serba Dinamik to sustain its presence in the oil and gas industry. But again, I would like to mention here that Serba Dinamik is more than just looking at the oil and gas industry. We always preach the philosophy in such a way that if you get up of the house with 5 fingers, we want you to come back also with 5 fingers. Regardless of where you are working, regardless of where you are heading towards to in the daily task that has been given to you. And this has to be a culture that is required to be inculcated into our everyday activities. So it becomes a culture which every one of us will preach, which every one of us believe in, and which every one of us put it into motion. So I strongly believe that if we have this achievement and we continue to make a commitment and the seriousness to make sure that the safety man hours goes to the next double digit of this achievement, 40 million man hours, is something which will be very useful and beneficial for the continuity and sustainability of the company in moving forward successfully. Also, ladies and gentlemen, if it is just looking at the aspect of the safety, it actually comes hand in hand with 2 other important elements, which is talking about the quality and of course talking about the environment. And all this has to be packaged in as one package solution: the quality aspect, the safety aspect, which also link and tied up to the security aspect, and the environment management system putting in place. Then it will be something which will be definitely very important and useful for the company. And of course, before I end this particular congratulatory message to everybody, I have a very serious request to everybody across the entire organizations of Serba Dinamik Group. Unity is really very important. We cannot deny the strength of our colleagues. We cannot deny the strength of our peers in our organization, which basically is in their respective role and tasks. And we need to be united, because unity is strength, and strength will be required so that we emerge as a very successful organization. Serba Dinamik Holdings Berhad at the moment is moving on the fast track mode, both in mastering itself into the technology that is required, in the positioning itself in different strategic geographical locations globally, and of course the strength in terms of the entire supply chain capabilities is also so important so that we can become a one-stop integrated solutions to our customer. With this, ladies and gentlemen, safety is so important, and the achievement of this 20 million safe man hours is a very important evidence, and the continuity of this is also important because it is a journey that we have to bring together the safety culture and attitude so that the customer that we're serving will be having the level of confidence in us to allow us to touch and provide all the necessary service to the assets that they own. So with that, I hope every one of us, ladies and gentlemen, future success, the continuity, and it very much depends on us, every individual, in playing our respective role so that we can sustain and move forward with a much higher growth and a better results. Lastly, thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Without your support, we will not be able to achieve it. Assalamualaikum, salam sejahtera.
Dengan berakhirnya video pelancaran tahniah sebentar tadi, maka berakhirlah program kita pada hari ini. Terimalah pantun 4 karat daripada saya. Pohon berangan tempat bertemu, girangnya hati si anak dara. Baliklah Tuan membawa ilmu, binalah bangsa bangunkan negara. Saya mengucapkan jutaan terima kasih atas kerjasama yang telah diberikan. Semoga kita dapat meneruskan lagi penerapan pembudayaan keselamatan di tempat kerja. Remember, safety is always first. Dengan itu, saya sudahi dengan wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Jumpa lagi.